Texas, our Texas, a magical place, a place of land and legend, a place like no other. People come here to touch it, to feel the passion, to soak it in and be a part of it. Texas, our Texas.
Let's ride. Yeah! Well, howdy neighbors. I'm Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller, and welcome to Texas, our Texas. Now this week we have a special lineup of stories for you, and they all have to do with cooking and Texas food, from utensils, spices, to sweets, and my favorite, meat. And here's another thing. Everyone featured this week is part of the Department of Agriculture's Go Texan program, and they're all Go Texan proud. One thing about Louisiana Cajuns, they're just born to cook, and Billy Howe is no exception. It was that one day about 30 years ago when Billy stood in his garage with nothing more than a propane burner and a battered old pot. Then he deep fried a turkey for a few friends. And that was the day Billy took the humble bird of Thanksgiving and gave it a Cajun twist. And it's the day when his friends suggested he start selling his deep fried turkeys to anyone that wanted to buy one.
No way. Hell yeah, you know what? I like to cook. I've always wanted to have a restaurant. Why not? We should do that. So we had another beer, and the more we drank, it just started sounding better and better, you know? Well, my friend Paul was in commercial real estate, and I was in the apparel industry, so neither one of us knew anything about the food industry, but we thought we were going to conquer it, you know? Let's just make up a name. Spicy Cajun Turkey Company. Let's put an ad in the Dallas Morning News. You fry the turkeys at home in your garage in the backyard, and they can pick them up at my office or they can come by your house. How's that? And I went, all right, I'll do that. And the phone started ringing off the hook, and we kept the ads going in the Dallas Morning News, and I ended up cooking about 600 turkeys in my garage that year.
Then 600 turkeys became 1,000, and Billy knew he was on to something. A few years later, he was the biggest selling Thanksgiving food in some of the highest profile culinary stores. And now, after 31 years, his client list is bigger than the populations of a lot of Texas towns. And his not-so-little store has more than a few frozen turkeys ready to ship.
20,000. Well, I've got 20,000, but a lot of them are already spoken for, because there is going to be a turkey shortage this year. We've shipped nationwide to every state in the union. We have about 45,000 customers in our database over the years, and that's the #1 selling turkey in Neiman's catalog. So, and then the same thing with Williams-Sonoma. We deal with Williams-Sonoma, and they were a little shy about bringing in Cajun food because they're based in California, and of course, it does really, really well with them.
Billy didn't invent fried turkey, but what he did was lace it up with heritage and heat, patience and pepper, and his own personal grit. His Cajun spice blend, a closely guarded secret of bayou fire and southern charm, did more than season the meat. It told stories of bayou kindness and celebration.
The beauty of a fried turkey is we inject it with our recipe. So it's orange juice and margarine, Cajun seasonings. And then when we inject that, and then we cover the outside with Mr. Billy's Bayou Blend, which is our dry version of Go Juice. We deep fry it in the peanut oil, and when it hits the oil, it seals everything into it that we pumped into it. Then the cherry on top is, after it comes off the line, we wrap it in foil. So it becomes very, very customer friendly for the consumer at home.
And rest assured, Billy's turkeys aren't lonely on the table. He's got dozens of extras to make your Thanksgiving table a pure Cajun delight.
Everything that you see here, we sell. This is delicious. We can do either crawfish mac and cheese, or we do lobster mac and cheese, and then we do traditional side dishes for people on a traditional Thanksgiving. But sitting in front of you is one of my favorite things. That's crawfish cornbread, and then we top it with crawfish etouffee. So that works really, really well back for a Cajun meal.
Billy's also a brand new Go Texan member. He may be from the state next door, but his cooking, well, it's all done right here in the Lone Star State.
What I love about that is, I think it's going to open the doors for a lot of people, because they think of, people, I'm from Louisiana, I'm proud to be from Louisiana, but man, Texans, it's like the sign says, don't mess with Texas, So those people are all about Texas, and I think that they seek things out that are Go Texan, and I'm very grateful because coincidentally, the facility that co-packs
Billy Howell, he doesn't just fry turkeys, he sells his dream. A dream dipped in Cajun spice and delivered all across the nation.
I'm a giver, and I've been blessed. I can't tell you how many customers come to me now and say, Billy, you know what? It would not be Thanksgiving without your turkey.
I am Billy Howe with the Cajun Turkey Company, and I am Go Texan proud.